Islamic culture is rich and diverse. It spans across continents from Indonesia to Morocco. This culture is deeply rooted in faith and tradition. One of the most profound ways this faith is expressed is through holidays and celebrations. These holidays are not just days of rest, they are spiritual journeys. They bring families and communities together. They are filled with prayers, fasting, and feasting. Each holiday has its own unique customs and traditions. Understanding these holidays helps us appreciate the values they promote. These values include charity, community, and spiritual reflection. By exploring these celebrations, we can foster greater understanding and respect among diverse audiences. In this essay, we will explore 4 major Islamic holidays. These are Ramadan, al-Fitr, al-Adha, and the Hajj. We will dive into their meanings, traditions, and the joy they bring to millions of Muslims worldwide. Ramadan is a month-long journey of spiritual reflection. It is the 9th month of the Islamic lunar calendar. During Ramadan, Muslims fast from dawn until sunset. This fasting is one of the 5 pillars of Islam. It is a time for purifying the soul and practicing self-discipline. Fasting during Ramadan is not just about abstaining from food and drink. It also means refraining from sinful behavior. Muslims focus on prayer, reading the Quran, and performing good deeds. This helps them grow closer to Allah. The fast begins with a pre-dawn meal called suhoor. It ends each day with iftar, the meal to break the fast. Iftar is often a communal event. Families and friends gather to share food and celebrate together. Dates and water are traditionally consumed first, following the example of the Prophet Muhammad. Ramadan is also a time for charity. Muslims are encouraged to give to those in need. This practice is known as zakat, another of the 5 pillars of Islam. By giving to others, Muslims cleanse their wealth and help to build a just society. Ramadan is rich with traditions and customs. These vary from country to country, but the essence remains the same. One common tradition is the nightly prayer called Tarawih. This prayer is performed in congregation at the mosque. It involves reciting long sections of the Quran. The call to prayer, or adhan, takes on special significance during Ramadan. It marks the times for suhoor and iftar. Streets come alive with activity as people prepare for these meals. Lanterns and decorations light up homes and mosques. Another beloved tradition is the preparation of special foods. Each region has its own Ramadan delicacies. In the Middle East, dishes like samosas and baklava are popular. In South Asia, you might find pakoras and jalebis. These foods are often shared with neighbors and the less fortunate. Children also participate in Ramadan traditions. They may help prepare the iftar meal or join in the nightly prayers. Some families create Ramadan calendars with small gifts or treats for each day. This helps children understand the importance of the month and keeps them engaged. Eid al-Fitr marks the end of Ramadan. It is a day of joy and celebration. Muslims around the world come together to pray, feast, and give thanks. The day begins with a special prayer called Salat al-Eid. After the prayer, families visit each other and share meals. Charity remains important on Eid al-Fitr. It is also a time for forgiveness and reconciliation. Section 5. The significance of Eid al-Adha, also known as the Festival of Sacrifice. This major Islamic holiday commemorates the willingness of Prophet Ibrahim or Abraham to sacrifice his son in obedience to Allah. Miraculously, Allah provided a ram to be sacrificed instead. The day begins with a special prayer akin to that of Eid al-Fitr. Following the prayer, Muslims partake in Qurbani, the ritual sacrifice of an animal, typically a goat, sheep, or cow. The meat from this sacrifice is distributed in 3 parts, one for the family, one for friends and relatives, and one for those in need. This act symbolizes devotion to Allah and underscores the importance of helping others. It's a time for reflection on obedience, faith, and charity. Eid al-Adha also brings families together for feasting and celebrations where traditional dishes are savored, new clothes are worn, and gifts are exchanged, fostering a strong sense of community and gratitude. Section 6. The Hajj, a sacred pilgrimage to Mecca, represents one of the 5 pillars of Islam. Every Muslim who is physically and financially able is required to perform the Hajj at least once in their lifetime. Occurring during the Islamic month of Dhu al-Hijjah, the Hajj is a deeply spiritual journey that attracts pilgrims from across the globe. They engage in rituals dating back to Prophet Ibrahim, including circling the Kaaba and standing in prayer on the plain of Arafat. These rituals signify the unity of Muslims and their submission to Allah. Pilgrims don simple white garments known as ihram, which erase social distinctions and emphasize equality before Allah. This pilgrimage is not only a quest for forgiveness and spiritual renewal, but is often described by many as a transformative experience that deepens their faith and commitment to Islamic principles. The journey concludes with the celebration of Eid al-Adha. Section 7. Personal stories and anecdotes truly bring these holidays to life. Take, for instance, Amina, a young girl from Egypt. During Ramadan, she assists her mother in preparing iftar each evening, relishing the sense of togetherness and the special foods they create. Her favorite moment is when her entire family gathers to break the fast. Then there's Ahmed, who performed Hajj last year. He recounts it as the most profound experience of his life, feeling a deep connection to Allah and to Muslims worldwide while standing on the plain of Arafat. The simplicity of the ihram reminded him of the unity and equality of all believers. Fatima, a grandmother from Indonesia, shares her joy during Eid al-Fitr, delighting in her grandchildren's excitement as they don new clothes. She values this time to pass on traditions and teachings about charity and forgiveness to the next generation. These personal tales underscore the universal themes of Islamic holidays, demonstrating how these celebrations not only bring people together but also strengthen faith and promote values like charity, community, and spiritual reflection. Section 8. Conclusion. Islamic holidays are far more than mere celebrations. They are profound expressions of faith and deeply held values. They teach vital lessons about charity, community, and spiritual reflection, bringing people together and fostering unity and compassion. Ramadan, for instance, teaches self-discipline and the importance of aiding others. Eid al-Fitr celebrates the conclusion of fasting and the spirit of giving, while Eid al-Adha reminds us of the virtues of obedience and sacrifice. The Hajj, a journey of faith, underscores equality. By understanding these holidays, we gain a deeper appreciation of the rich diversity within Islamic culture and the shared values that connect us all. These celebrations promote peace, understanding, and respect among different communities. In a world that often emphasizes differences, Islamic holidays remind us of our shared humanity, inspiring us to be better, to help others, and to seek spiritual growth. This is the true essence of celebrating faith.